Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here, guys, every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, coming live for your picks for today's action. So make sure you guys subscribe to our channel. And, of course, give us that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience. On today's show, we'll have a picture here from Major League Baseball as well as the W. And I waited a little while here for the NBA and NHL finals to begin, but we got our matchups as Indiana takes care of business. But they'll be looking at, you're going to be getting points in game one with the Pacers. I think I saw what, 9.5 in game one, total 230.5 in the Thunder, about $7 favorites in some places. So, some heavy chalk lift in there for the Thunder there, if you like them in that spot. All right, we're gonna go ahead and meet the cappers here as we have another audition today. We're gonna do so. We'll just start off with our latest here for taking their audition is Brian Palmer from New York. Brian, how you doing? Welcome.
Good morning, fellas. How's it going on, man?
Very good. You come to us from New York, right?
Yes, sir. Yep, right from New York. I'm just happy to be here with you guys. Give out my plays, give out my leans. Try to see what I can do and try to make some money.
Very good, very good. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Well, not too much, Tony. One of those days was a couple got me. I had the Phillies, so they got whooped early, so it was like a no-doubter there. All of a sudden, I looked around, and the Brewers are like, whoa, what's going on here? And I'm like, oh, Phillies are toast. That one's dead. Mark that one as a loss. And then the Angels, they tried to hang around and just got beat 7-5 in that one. So took a shot at a dog and went 2-3 on the day. So little losing day. Looking for a nice little bounce back here on the Sunday.
Absolutely. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. Coming off a 2-2 day there. We did cash with the Pacers last night. Had them at 3.5. And then, we lost a couple. I had the Phillies as well. I looked over at the score and that was over real quick. I did personally take the over in the Nationals, and you would have cashed that in the first round through the lineup in the first inning. So easiest cash I think I've done all year. But still, you can't cash a C.J. Abrams home run if they keep hitting him. He got hit 3 times. So anyway, I've got some more for you guys today. We'll get to that. But new month, new money, new opportunities, ready to get to it.
Very good, very good. Yeah, they got that. Just think what would happen if the roof was open. How bad it would be. Oh, my goodness. That roof was closed. I stay away from overs when the roof's closed, but maybe I might have to rethink this. Let's say, El Nino, Sal, what's happening?
Doing good here. Yeah, I had a couple props in that Washington game. I think 2 of the props came in the first inning. So that was nice. And then that third one came through a little bit later. It didn't take too long for that one to come through as well. Yeah, it was a ton of runs in that one for sure. That must be some. I forgot to check. I meant to check this, but that must be some kind of first inning record, doesn't it?
I think there was a record for registering the first out. It took 12 batters. I thought I might have read that, but I have to go back and look at it. I know there was some record that was broken in that game, but it took forever to record the first out. I think it took 12 batters there. Welcome our newest capper at Tony'sPicks.com. Got through the audition, flying colors, set the bar high for the auditions here, doing the whole show. That's Alessandro Rodriguez. Welcome aboard.
Thank you for having me again, guys. Pretty rough weekend. Yankees let me down, of course. Got to stick a fork in them at this point. Can't trust them here on out. I'm ready to just get everything going, though. Back up on the website. Got my long-term passes going, so ready to get going.
Get going indeed here. Let's say hello to our audition. We've already said hello to Brian. Let's say hello. Solo come off a big day yesterday.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy to be here. Nice day yesterday. I actually really like the card today. Let's fire. Let's make some money.
Absolutely. Let's fire and make some money on today's card. So let's get to Major League Baseball here for today. 15-game card on the diamond. Let's see. We'll get to the games here. Actually, I want to see if there were any changes here in the pitching for today. Let's take a look here as I scroll through. Looks like Uncle Charlie will be on the mound. Yes, Elder will be on the mound for Atlanta. Yes, there was a change because Shaver is out with an injury. So Elder has been inserted into the rotation now, so he'll get the start today for Atlanta. There, actually, also too. I thought Strider had penciled in. I guess they're pushing him back here, but Elder gets the start today. It will be Clay Holmes for the Mets. I'm just trying to see if there were any other changes here in the rotations here. Nope, looks so far the same guys. So no changes at all here in Major League Baseball for today. So let's get to the games. We started off here with Cardinals and Rangers. This is a Yoroku game at 1 Eastern. We got the Rangers here, $1.71, total 7.5. Brewers and Phillies. The Phillies $1.77, total 8. White Sox and Orioles. Here we've got the Orioles here, $1.65, total of 9. Red Sox and Braves. Red Sox road favorites, $1.32, total of 8. And we close this block off with Athletics and Blue Jays. The Blue Jays here, $1.83, total 8.5 against the Athletics. We start with Rod.
Yeah, a couple here for me in this early time slot. I'm looking at I'll fade Elder on the mound. He's awful. He's awful for giving up runs. So Boston should be all ready to go here in this one. As he's good for giving up at least 3 runs. He get 3 runs, 2 runs, 3 runs. Hits all over. Gives up the home runs as well. So I'll take Boston at close to a point price. I trust Crochet a lot better than Bryce Elder there in that one. Braves have lost his last couple starts, so it can be Boston in that one. And then, hey, look at Hauser for the White Sox. He's been pitching pretty well, hasn't he? Came in and his first start, he went 6 innings, gave up no earned runs, a couple hits, got the win versus Seattle, and then he just did the team didn't give him enough run support. As always, the pitcher's solid, and he goes 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, and got a no decision, but the team ended up losing 2-1 to the Mets. So like what I've seen from Hauser here in this spot, so I'll take a shot, especially going against old man Morton on the other side. Give me the White Sox and the plus money in that one.
There we go here from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, the homeless in this one, Athletics, that's right. First 5. Were they in this block?
They were in the spot.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I did the video on YouTube on that one. You guys can go check out the content for the deeper dive there. But we've got Sears and Gosman taking the under there. You look at Gosman's starts all the way back to 2024. They are 17-4 to the under in his starts. Or to the over. I apologize. To the over in those. And we've seen what's happened in this series, 12-0, 11 to something, 8-7. Yes, it's been ridiculous. Like, you look at it and these guys are just hitting all over the place. I think it continues here. I think Sears gets hit. I know Gosman can get hit. So we'll take that. I am taking a shot with the White Sox on the money line to fade Charlie Morton. Not a big fan of him at all. I would go under. I know we could see some games, some runs against Elder. I'm not a fan. I know they bumped Strider back to face Arizona on looks like maybe Tuesday. So they bumped him back. Would much rather have him in this game, but I understand why they did that. So we're going to take the under in that. Atlanta doesn't hit left-handed pitchers good at all. So we'll take the under there, even if Boston does a little bit. Atlanta's probably not going to help. And then I'm going to go Texas under. I mean, and that's what they do at home. So we take Texas under. We got DeGrom and Eric Fetty on the mound there. So we'll go that way.
There you go with Chris on over to Alninos.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rangers -1 with DeGrom. I also lean to the under in that game. I like the Phillies -1 too. Orioles, not so much with Morton there. Probably agree there might be some value here on Hauser and the White Sox. I haven't bet that one yet, though. I like the Red Sox over the Braves with the pitching advantage there. Crochet's look much better than Elder has. And I like the Blue Jays -1 and the over in that one as well with Gosman over Sears. Just Sears not pitching well lately.
There we go from Alninos. We move on over to Alessandro.
Yeah, not much I really like in this first slot. The Brewers, I do like, though, to get the sweep. No Harper today again on the Phillies. The Ranger Suarez is giving up a .359 batting average in the 39 at-bats that the Brewers batters have faced. So I do like that matchup for the Brewers bats. Quintana rolling pretty good so far, so why not go with the Brewers plus money? And also, I'm actually going to go on the other side of y'all with the Orioles-White Sox game. I'll take the Orioles getting the sweep. I know Hauser's off to a great start. I just have never been a big fan of him. Not a lot of action versus these Orioles batters, 23 at-bats, but he's given up a .349 batting average and only 2 strikeouts in 23 at-bats. So give me the Orioles and the Brewers plus money.
Yeah, from Alessandro on over to Brian.
Yeah, I got 2 picks in this section here. We go with the Cards and Rangers. I'm going to take the Rangers -0.5 run in the first 5. Eric Fetty just hasn't looked good in his last few starts, and DeGrom has been shoving. So we're going to take the Rangers -0.5 run in the first 5. And I also like the team total under for the Rangers. I mean, they just ain't hitting the ball much themselves right now neither, and 4.5 is a little high. So we'll take that under. And then Red Sox versus the Braves. I agree with Rod. man, Elder is just not looking like himself. He should get rocked today. And the Braves against left-handed pitching with Crochet on the other side, they should keep it low scoring, and I'll take the Red Sox on the money line.
There we go. From Brian over to Solo.
White Sox and Orioles, Hauser and Morton. Hauser should be solid for the first 5. Morton actually, has struggled all season, but at some point he's going to have a decent one, maybe hold it down. Don't really think it's today. We're going to take the White Sox, stay on board on the first 5. I think that's around plus 130. Brewers and the Phillies got Quintana and Suarez. Suarez actually been rounding in the form since the first start when he got rocked. But I kind of like these bats, so we're going to take this total over in the first 5, over 3.5 runs.
Yeah, from Solo. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I agree with the under with St. Louis and Texas. Rangers, their 19-day games hitting just 207. That's an issue here with the Rangers, why they go under a lot at home is they just don't hit the ball very well. Fedde on the road, an ERA under 3. DeGrom at home, an ERA of 1.71. Rangers bullpen has it in pretty good form. We know the situation of the Rangers here, 25-7 to the under at home. Look at the under in that one. Yeah, I'm going to look at the bats here with the Brewers getting that big fat price here. Looking here at the Phillies batting over the past 5 games, $1.99, but Quintana in his 4 road starts, an ERA of 1.16. And we know the Phillies bullpen has struggled in their home ballpark, ERA of 4.65. I'll look at the Brewers taking that big plus price there. The homeless out north of the border here, probably I'm going to go over again. That way these teams are scoring runs here. Athletics have hit 252 in their past 6 games, but their bullpen has been miserable. Toronto hitting 295 against left-handed starters. Sears in his past 5 starts, an ERA over 8. Somebody said they're trying to move Sears. I don't know the way he's pitched of late. I don't know if there's any takers out there. Gosman is 5-day games, an ERA over 5, and you can say now Toronto now 10-0 to the over against these bad teams with 380 to 460 win percentages. So they feast on these bad teams, these bad pitching staffs. I like the over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show as we continue here with baseball to the middle block. Not always the people's favorite block on the middle block, but we'll see. Rockies and Mets. Look at this. We got $4 up there. 410 here, total of 8. Giants and Marlins. The Giants $1.16, total 8. Angels and Guardians. Guardians $1.83. There's 90s out there as well, total of 8. Tigers and Royals. Royals here $1.60, total 8.5. Rays and Astros. Look at the Rays heating up here. We got the Astros $1.68, total 7.5. We started off with Rod.
Yeah, and looking at that matchup, you know what? Give me the Rays there in that matchup at the big plus price. That's Bradley versus Hunter Brown. I know it's a tougher matchup there, starters-wise, but we see hopefully the Rays bats can continue to stay hot. We've seen them score 16 yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to stay hot with their bats. They've scored, how many? 9, 29, 37, 38, 4 games. Woo. Now his bats are hot at a plus price. I got to take him there in that one. Just don't trust this Houston offense at times. Struggle to score runs. Another one I'm looking at here is give me the Marlins here in this spot. Weathers going for the Marlins here in this spot. Man, Weathers has been good since he's been rolling along. He hasn't given up more than, 1 run in his last 5 starts. So rolling along is Ryan Weathers. There's definitely some sunshine when he's on. And then you look at the other side, the Giants, not so good. They're not very good against left-handed pitching at all, hitting $1.95. They've lost 3 of 4 to the Marlins already. Why not lose another one? Give me the Miami Marlins on the money line here in this one.
There we go. Here from
middle spot. See,
yeah,
the middle spot wasn't so bad, Tony. It wasn't so
It's
bad.
time to grow on you, huh?
Yeah, it's growing on you.
Starting
Man.
to grow on me today.
Yeah. It's usually the
least.
It's usually the least favorite of everyone. So I'll know over to Chris.
Yeah, definitely agree with the Marlins there on the money line, but also take the under. This has been a sleep-inducing series. You've got it went 2-0 and then 1-0 yesterday. Just take the under there. The Mets in Colorado. I mean, they kind of heated up yesterday a little bit there. We got Palmquist, we got Holmes going at it today. Yeah, let's see, 13, 22. I don't know. I'd still lean under in that one. In this one, I know they heated up a little bit yesterday, but Colorado didn't. But anyway, so taking the under there and looking at Angels, Cleveland. I'm going to take Cleveland run line on that one and fade the Angels in this one. I just like Williams a lot better than I do Kohanowitz, Coconuts, whatever we call that guy. So, yeah, take Cleveland there on the run line.
There we go from Chris on over to Enos.
I'll go with the over in that Mets-Rockies game. I'll agree on the under in the Mets-Giants game. Birdsong has been pretty good himself, too, so expect a lower scoring one in that one. I like the kind of leaning Royals -1 here. Big pitching advantage there with Bubic over Montero. And then I'll lean the over in the Astros Rays game, over 7.5.
From El Ninos on over to Alessandro.
Yes, I agree with the over with Al Ninos on the Astros game. I'll take that as well. I do like the Royals -1.5 as well with the pitching advantage. And then call me crazy, but I like the Rockies today. Why not? I mean, Holmes on the mound is giving up a .333 batting average, .467 on base percentage in the limited 12 at-bats versus these Rockies batters. So why not go there? Also a letdown spot potentially with them playing the Dodgers tomorrow.
There you go here from Alessandro on over to Brian.
Yeah, I agree with all three of those, actually. I like the Guardians and Angels to go over 8 today. I think both teams have been hitting the cover off the ball, and it's just going to continue to happen here today. I think the Giants and Marlins game is going to go under 8 for sure. Low scoring, 2 good pitchers on the mound, and I agree with the under 8.5 in the Royals-Tigers game.
There we go here from Brian on over to Solo.
Angels and the Guardians. These bats have been hot, but I think the Angels will stay hot. It's too much of a value, too much plus money for me. I know Williams has been solid, but time me up with the Angels to get the win here. One more. The Rays and the Astros, I know Hunter Brown is solid. Usually I like when the Modi's lineups down, but these bats are hot. I'm going to take this total over.
Yeah, from Solo, tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I like the plus money as well. I agree with someone on the panel had the Cleveland run line. I think it was Chris. I like Cleveland run line here. Kohanowitz on the road and ERA over 5.63 is his ERA, and it pitches to too much contact. That's the issue I have with Kohanowitz. And of course, the Angel bats, unless they're facing really bad bullpens, I just want to stay away from them right now. We look at the Angels bullpen on the road in the area 6. I'll take that plus money, a good plus money with the Guardians run line there at home. I agree that with the Marlins here at that plus price. The Giants 224 against left-handed pitching. They don't hit very well. Miami, when the sun's out, Miami hits 263 in their 23-day games. Birdsong has 6 road starts, an ERA of 4.63. Marlins bullpen is getting better right now. They did send down some guys, so maybe that sounded the alarm because they moved some guys to the minors and brought up some guys. So maybe that stirred up the Marlins bullpen a little bit there. Against lefty starters, San Francisco 3-6 this year on the road, losing 3 units. So against these weak hitting teams, Miami 8-6 at home. So I'll take them in that spot. Yeah, it's just the plus money on the Rays is just too much there. I'll look at them at the plus price, the way their bats are right now. Against winning teams, the Rays 9-6 on the road, winning 6 units. That's pretty solid there. I like the under with Detroit and KC. Detroit's hitting just 230 over their past 6 games, but we know their bullpen's very good. The Royals is a team you really can't trust at the plate. Believe it or not, Montero, someone who I was very critical of coming into the season. Well, his past 4 starts at ERA of 3.68. But look at Bubic, man. His past 5 starts, 2 earned runs in 32 1/3 innings. Doesn't get that Cy Young type of stuff right there. So I'll look at them here against these good bullpens at home. KC 15-7 to the under at home. I'll look at the under in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26th morning show to close out baseball with these final 5 games on the card. Reds and Cubs, the Cubbies, $1.55, total 7.5. Nationals and D-backs, we got the D-backs 230, total of 9. Twins and Mariners, we got the Mariners $1.30, total 7.5. Pirates and Padres, the Padres $1.40, total of 8.5. And we close out with the Yankees and Dodgers. Look at this, Dodgers $1.65. They do have their ace, Yamamoto, up there. One of their aces, the healthy ace, I call him the healthy ace up there. $1.65, total of 9. We get it started here with Rod.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Fade the Yankees on a long road trip, and Yarborough on the mound. Then what are you going to get after Yarborough? Yikes. Give me the Dodgers on the run line in that matchup. And I'm going to take the Pirates here in the first 5. I think Heaney can go 4 or 5 innings here and mow down some Padres. Their bats have been cold. And Vasquez on the other side, yeah, I don't trust that guy. he's good for giving up a few. I think the Pirates can have the first 5 lead there and now, and I don't know about full game. Spent them back-to-back Pirate wins against the Padres team that usually dominates them, but I'll take the first 5 there with the Pirates. And then looking at Washington, Arizona, just continue to take the over in that one. I think we get plenty of runs. I know Burns early might be able to mow down some Washington guys and stay hot, but once he comes out, we know what that bullpen's all about. It's been rocked. So give me the over 9 there in that one, even with the roof closed.
There we go here with Rod. On over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this, Washington, Arizona, that's definitely not broke, so we're not going to fix the over there. Just take that. You can take runs first inning as well if you can find it for a good price there. Take that. I think we see a bunch more there. Minnesota, Seattle. I'm actually going to go with Luis Castillo here with Seattle. I know Minnesota's been on them, but I'm thinking we're going to take them to not get swept here. And then I got to go. Same thing with San Diego, man. What have the Pirates been doing to them? Jeez. I'm going to go San Diego run line. I know it's definitely didn't make the premium, but I like Vasquez better than I do Heaney. And then same thing with Yankees, Dodgers. We're going to take runs first inning, take over. That's going to come more so from the Dodgers than it is the Yankees. I think Yamamoto will be able to take care of this Yankees lineup, but there's just too much on that over. Just take that. We can get up and over that quickly.
There we go here. 79 degrees, 80 degrees at start time. Wind blowing out again in LA. On over to El Nino's.
Yeah, it's been a lot of overs for the Dodgers, but with Yamamoto getting the start, I'll stick to just the Dodgers -1 here. I agree. Yeah, they probably could get to Yarbrough quite a bit, so I'm just kind of staying away from this total. I wish you the best of luck, though. I hope to see a lot of Dodger runs in this one. I'll lean over in the Padres-Pirates game. I'll take a shot with the Nationals here. They've just been playing too well. Diamondbacks not playing well enough. I know it's a tough pitching matchup on paper, but Parker does have pretty good numbers against this lineup. And again, they've been playing real well, so I'll take a shot on them. And smallest that leans to Cubs -1 here. Just think they're the better team, really. Reds not too bad themselves, but with Tyon over Martinez, I'll go with the Cubs here at home.
Yeah, you go from El Nino's. We move on over to Alessandro.
Yeah, for that Cubs-Reds game, not in love with either pitcher. I'll lean the over 7.5. Tyler Stevenson's also batting .556 versus Tyon, so I'll take the over 1.5 bases with him in that game. And then for the Padres, I like them -1.5 at +140. Nice plus money there. And as well as Xander Bogaerts, he's also batting .556 versus Heaney, so I'll take him over 1.5 bases. And lastly, we'll just go back to the Dodgers -1.5, getting off the Yankees. They can't wait to get back to New York, so we'll take the Dodgers there.
Yeah, from Alessandro on over to Bryant.
Yeah, we're going to look at the National Diamondbacks game. We're going to take that over 9. I agree with everybody else. You know, their bats have all just been hitting. Corbin Burns doesn't look that great. Mitchell Parker looks good as of late, but I think today they're going to see a bunch of runs in that game. Then we look at the Pirates versus the Padres today. I agree with Rod. I think I'm going to take the Pirates first 5 there on the money line. Get some plus money. And then Dodgers, Yankees, definitely Dodgers today -1.5. I mean, Yamamoto hasn't been himself as of late, but I think today he comes back and locks down the Yankees.
Here we go here from Brian on over to Solo.
Reds and Cubs, Martinez and Tyon, clear pitching advantage for the Cubs, but I still don't think Tyon's a -160 pitcher. This total kind of tells me everything I need to know. I'm going to take this total under. And last one was, Minnesota and Seattle. Finally think these bats, kind of stay cold. Twins are really struggling. I'm going to take this total under.
There we go. With Solo, tell me what I think about these games. I'm going to take that plus price with the Cubs. But believe it or not, Martinez, looking at his numbers over his past 5 starts, an ERA of 2.25. Reds on the road against winning teams, 6-3, returning 4.5 units. Chicago just a coin flip at this price range of -125 to -175, losing 3.5 units. I'll take the Reds at that plus price. Also here, I'm going to go over with Nassau and Arizona. These are just 2 bullpens that have been clobbered here. You look at Washington, their 25-day games, an ERA near 8. Arizona past 5 games in ERA near 9 in the bullpen against these home run hitting teams. And NASA are now 5-0 the over, facing teams that average 1.25 home runs per game or greater. These are both home run hitting teams. Against bad bullpens, Arizona 8-4 the over and home. Let's go over, continue over on that one. Matter of fact, Parker, there's some issues with Parker, by the way, on his of late. Let's see what I have on Parker here. I think there was something negative on him. Parker in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 8 there. In his 2-day starts, Burns allowed 6 earned runs in 11 innings, but Parker has been hammered of late. And I think a team that wants to hammer out, I think it's Arizona, is feeling bad right now. I just cannot stay away from that big plus price for this Padres run line. Plus 148. I got to take it. That's just too much value against Vasquez at home, an ERA of 2.57. Pittsburgh, if you just bet against them on the run line this year on the road, they're 12-17, losing 8.5 units. Padres have been a profitable run line team at home, winning 7.5 units. So I'll take the Padres run line with that big plus price. And Yankees, I got to go over again. Even with Yamamoto, I see an 8.5 with the Dodgers. It's almost an auto over for me there, because the Dodgers bullpen isn't in any great shape with all the injuries. And Yarbrough, if you can time him, you can pound him, because he's a junker out there. And I think the Dodgers, they show a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not really hitting the uppercuts. They're getting on base a lot more. If you notice the way they're swinging the ball, they just want to make contact. I think they continue
and they're taking
that.
some pitches too, Tony.
Yep. They are taking
some pitches.
No, they've always been disciplined. Yeah.
You know, they're very disciplined. Absolutely. That's the word I was looking for. They've been lots more different. You're not seeing it seemed like every swing was a home run swing from them. They're taking what the pitcher's giving them now. They're getting guys on base, and when you get guys on base, you can do some damage with this lineup. So I think that's what they're doing. I think they're setting the table a lot better than they were earlier for this Dodger team. It seems like every at bat was a home run for them in the beginning, but now it's just get on base, and then they'll power them home there. Because you put pressure on the pitchers when you got runners on base. That's when you go for the home run. Solo home runs don't help you very much. They really don't. Ask Aaron Judge. All right, let's continue here on the 26 morning show here. As we turn our attention over to the W. Thank you for the W for scheduling some games. We need them. All right, here we go. 4 games on the card today. From noon all the way, we got triple header action. We're going to have games at all these time slots at 3, at 6, and 8:30. Here we go. Sun and Liberty. Look at this. Liberty 18, total 162.5. What has happened to the Sun? Aces and Storm. Aces on the road 2.5, total 161.5. Mercury and Sparks. We got the Sparks 4.5, total 162. Lynx and the Valkyries. Look at this. The Lynx on the road 10, 11, 9.5. There's numbers all over the place. Total 160 and 61 and 61. There we start with Rod.
Yeah, and in the W today, first one. We'll look at that first one. The Suns heading into New York. New York, third game, 5-night slot. So playing a lot of basketball is this New York squad. So I'm going to look at the first half here. And this one total 82.5. I'm going to take the over in the first half. And then I'm going to take the Suns also in the first half. You're getting double digits in that first half. So I'll take the Suns in the first half and the over in that one. I think the Suns can keep it close with New York. And then the next one I'm looking at is Seattle here. You look at Seattle, hey, 10-0 to the under after allowing 80 or more points in 3 straight games. Seattle's been pretty good at home, but I'm going to take the under in that matchup, 161.5. Yep, go under there. And then give me the under between the Lynx and the Valkyries as well, 159.5. I don't see a track me up and down. Valkyries' offense is anemic at times where they struggle to score. So I think with going against a Lynx defense that can play some solid defensive basketball, they're going to struggle to put up points. Give me the under 159.5 there in that matchup. Couple I like in the W.
Couple for the W from Rod. On over to Chris.
Yeah, the only one I'm looking at here in the W is the Phoenix, Los Angeles. I'm going to go lean more towards the under in this one. Phoenix last 5 games allowing teams 77 points an average. They're playing defense, I guess, on that one. But it lean to take the under. I think a lean to the Phoenix Mercury with the points there is where I'm going to go with that. But I think the bigger plays there are the under.
There we go from Chris. Alessandro, do you handicap W?
Yes, I got a couple picks actually.
Okay.
So The Aces lost to the Storm last time out. I'm just going to go ahead and get the revenge spot. Aces -2.5. I'll take that. I actually got -1.5 last night. And then for the Mercury Sparks game, I like the Mercury +4.5 as well. And lastly, for the Lynx game, Collier's questionable or a game time decision. Even without her, I'll take the -9.5 Lynx.
There we go from Alessandro. Brian, do you handicap the W?
I do, but I don't got nothing for you guys today.
All right, very good. On over to Solo.
Aces and the Storm. We saw these teams play last week. I really like the way the Storm play at home. They got them last time. I think the Aces are pissed off, but I don't think it really matters. I think the Storm are the better team. Give me the Storm on the money line. Where we at? Lynx and the Valkyrie. Collier could be out like the homie attested to, but I still think the Lynx defense is strong. I think points will be premium. We're going to take this total under.
There from Solo. All right, we got you through the W. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment where our cappers can give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future, the baseball, college baseball playoffs. They make the call in this segment. We start, or play it straight. We start off with Rob.
Take the Boston Red Sox. Throw in the Toronto Blue Jays on the run line as they're whooping the homeless, enjoying their trip to Canada, are they? Probably not, but we'll take the Blue Jays on the run line in there as well, and then throw in the Marlins. So Marlins, Blue Jays on the run line, and Boston. No three-teamer for you today.
Teamer there from Rod on over to Chris.
Give you a 3-team total here. We're going to go over Athletics Toronto. We're going to go over Washington, Arizona. Over New York, LA, pretty good over parlay there. They should cash for your first innings there. And then give you 2 home run props today. We'll talk about the video later. I've got a bunch in that, but I'll give you 2 more today. We're gonna go Brandon Lau with the Rays. He's gonna be take him for a home run, and then I'm gonna run it back. I know everybody thinks I'm crazy for taking CJ Abrams probably 2 days in a row, but he's got a ton of green versus Corbin Burns, and we're gonna run him back today. If he doesn't get hit by a pitch, he should crank this out.
There we go from Chris on over to Al.
I'll go the under in the Rangers game. Rangers Cardinals under. I'll go Blue Jays -1 and Dodgers -1.
From Al Nino's over to Alessandro.
All right, I'll go Royals -1.5. I'll go Padres -1.5, and I'll go Dodgers -1.5.
From Alessandro, all over to Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the over 9 Washington Diamondbacks game. We'll do Dodgers -1.5, and we'll do Boston money line.
There we go from Brian on over to Solo.
Yeah, let's make some money. Let's go Brewers money line, Reds money line, Storm money line.
There we go here from Solo. Tell you what I like here in this one. So I'll go over Nats and D-backs. I'll go Mariners, and I'll go over Yankees and Dodgers. We're seeing 9s now hit the market, and the Dodgers 8.5s are pretty much gone now. It's down to 9 in that one. All right, we got you through our parlay peripheral segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at TonySpicks.com. Head into a weekend here, a Sunday of action here from baseball, some W. We'll take a look and see what. We'll show you what we've got rolling here. Let me get the screen up here. Let's just share screen. All right, let me show you guys. We give you our free picks now to see what we've got going on over at TonySpicks.com. When you click the link in the description, it'll take you over to our site, multi-capper site. You can see our leaderboards showing you our top performers. And, of course, Rod for the year has been on an absolute tear. Number 1 in units of production here, 5,556 units of profit. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me today, I've got a 3-pack in the MLB. In that 3-pack includes my MLB play of the day. So either pick up one or the other. And then I also got my WNBA play of the day as well. So 4 plays in total and 1 for long-term subscribers. That is the way to go here at Tony Spicks, is to go long-term. Join me 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. Definitely take advantage of the 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, been cold the last couple of days, so buy low, sell high. Usually when I cool off a little bit, pop back up and have a good little run. So jump aboard. Well, I've been cool with 2 and 3 day and then 2 and 4 days. So not for one of those big winning days. So take advantage. I'm not the only hot capper over there with 2-for-1 capper pass. Can't go wrong with that. Having 2 cappers putting cash in your pocket. Jump aboard. Let's finish the weekend strong.
Finish the weekend song with Rod over at Tony's Picks. The Rod Reader roll here with his one-day passes up here, multi-packs, and of course the long-term passes are down here as well. So get on board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up. All right, let's take a look and see what we got rolling here with Chris. What Chris has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Chris, what's for sale?
We got you guys a 3-pack in baseball today. Best bet 2 premiums. So you can hop over there and get that. Hop also the short term, long term. I got a lot of action this week coming up with baseball, and then we've got the NBA playoffs here on the horizon for that. So I'll be covering that as well. So yeah, let me get you the late steam action in case there's any TBDs in baseball. We know those are coming up here soon as we head into June. So yeah, I can get you that late steam action. 2-for-1 capper, as I always tell you guys every morning. 2 people putting money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. So hop on that. And then I've got my season pass out there. Get you every pick I put in for the baseball season, all the way through the World Series for one price. And then you'll want to use the promo code Tony T at checkout. Going to save you that 15%. But yeah, we're just going to try to stay hot here in the NBA Finals as we finish it off here and just try to keep going well in baseball.
There you go. Well, with baseball indeed. Got aboard Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchase will be credited back to your account for side credits. That's profit guarantee here on the one-day passes. You can see there. And of course, Chris also with the long-term passes. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, we'll take a look here over at Tony'sPicks.com. See what Al Ninos has got for sale. Al's put together a very great, very good NBA year. Al, what's for sale?
Yeah, just one MLB so far, but don't be fooled. You know, just had one early yesterday. Ended up with 4 plays, going 3-1 yesterday. So if you wanted more action, I also think I gave a play on every game today. So on the MLB at least, no WNBA yet for me. But yeah, I might end up there with a couple more plays that I like a bit better. But again, just been very selective on the premium side, and yeah, just one play so far. Again, get one of those long-term and 2-for-1 capper passes, and make sure you get any team plays I might add later.
There you go. You're going to go with Al Ninos at Tony's Picks. You can see he's got his MLB Grand Slam play up there for you right now. Long-term passes, season pass from MLB, I should say, Major League Baseball. Season pass, a lot of baseball left. At least take it all the way to the end of October. So we got at least another 5 months of baseball, including the playoffs when you get the season pass. And of course, remember, all of our plays are in the system by 11 a.m. Eastern time. But our cappers continue to look for winners throughout the day and night and offer late steam. Anytime we put a play in between 10 minutes and 2 hours for game time, that play is emailed directly to our long-term subscribers using the email you sign up at service. That's late steam, a feature exclusive pretty much here at Tony'sPicks.com. I don't see that anywhere else. All right, let's take a look and see what Alessandro has for sale over at Tony's Picks. Alessandro, our newest capper at Tony's Picks. Alessandro, what do you got for sale?
Yeah, all set up for my 3-day pass, 7-day pass, 30-day pass, so you can hop on those. Also got the year pass if you want to hop on long term. And then I also have my Sunday triple play 3-pack today. So yeah, hop on. Let's make some money.
Yeah, board with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. You see he's in action here with a AAA from baseball, as well as a best bet on the board from baseball as well. So he's locked and loaded here for this card. Also, the long-term subscriptions available from Alessandro. So get on board with him over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, we'll take a look, see what Solo's got rolling over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. Solo's put together great numbers here in the NBA here last 30 days to hit into the final. Solo, what's for sale?
Yeah, we're heating up in MLB. I think we went 5 or 6-0 yesterday, so we're heavy in them MLB streets today. I got a 5-pack, 3-pack, got a best bet. I think I'm gonna add a last little package with the WNBA, maybe 1 or 2 plays there. So sign up with me short term, long term. Pair me with your best capper, pair me with your favorite capper. Make sure you use that 15% code. You know, don't parlay, and let's get to the bank.
Get to the bank with Solo. You can see Solo's been red hot here. Look at yesterday, 5-0 baseball, returning 570 units based on $100 wager. So you see there's some dogs in there from Solo. So he's been red hot coming off a big day yesterday, 6-0, as you can see on the leaderboard here. So get on board. You can see the one-day passes or go with the long-term from Solo and get signed up over at Tony'sPicks.com. All plays are documented here as you scroll to every capper's homepage. Scroll to the bottom. You can see every win and loss documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. So go ahead and get on board. You can see Solo over his past 10s, won 9 of his past 10 games. Yeah, we document the winners and the losers here, so guys. So you can verify all these results at Tony'sPicks.com from every handicapper here on the side. All right, guys, I've got a best bet on the board right now from baseball. Having a great baseball year. Come off a 3-in-1 day yesterday, a very profitable one. And of course, I've got a 3-pack from baseball, and of course, the best bet on there. You can buy them in single package or get on board with my long-term subscription. You can pair me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. So match me up with your favorite capper there and use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, guys, we're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Each time. It is the Tony Six Morning Show. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us to get the plays here in real time. Of course, if you happen to miss any of the plays on the show, you can always go to our YouTube channel where you can watch it in an archive. All you have to do here is hit the YouTube subscription here. Let's go here. Let me just use this tab instead, and that will take you all right over to our YouTube channel, and there you'll find our content here. Hit the live tab. You can watch a replay of our show, of our live shows. We also have a members features for members only. You can hit the join button, get early access to my videos. Happy hour live show Monday through Friday here at 5 p.m. Eastern time with Ron on the show. Of course, you'll see Ramon and Rod regulars, Ron and Ramon regulars. Some of the other cappers also join the show as well. That's where you'll find the live replays. Hit the video tab. A lot of video content here from our cappers. Al Ninos as well. We got WNBA rundown with Ramon and Ron, the 2-3 zone. Chris with his content. Of course, Ron Crawford with his spreadsheet play of the day up there. More content here from Chris. I go deeper dives here with baseball as well for today. Kevin Thomas in there with some baseball. So we're ready to roll here, guys. KBO as well. Look for KBO at night here from Ron Crawford as he covers KBO for you. So lots of great content here on our YouTube channel. I'll let the cappers talk a little bit more about it. Of course, Rod, you've got the happy hour and you go some deep diving here with W and more. You're on mute, Rod.
Mute.
There we go. Tune in to Happy Hour Monday to Friday, and then coming up this week, hey, I enjoyed the weekend off for a change. Covered a lot of hockey, so I definitely enjoyed the weekend off, taking a little break. But coming up this week, hey, CFL's back, so you'll see some of that. Hockey's back as well, and then as I said, I'll cover you on the CFL going forward here. We get some football before we really get to the NFL football, and then I'll throw it back at the WNBA as well. So definitely be on the lookout for those videos coming this week.
Very good, very good. Of course, Chris, we catch up your content as well over at TonySfix.com. Sorry, I put in that nonsense on there. I was trying to ban the clown. I hit the pluses. All right, let's go on over. There you go.
So I got a deeper dive in the Athletics Toronto as to why to take the over. I mean, if you guys needed a deeper dive, it's not been real hard lately. But anyway, did that video today. Got you 5 home run props out there today. But I think there's a whole bunch of them out there. It's even so bad that I put a White Sox home run prop out there. That's how bad Charlie Morton is. So go check that video out. You've got 5 there. I will be updating with about 2 or 3 more beyond the 2 I gave you today. I think it's just there's a whole lot of stuff out here today. Might as well feast on it while we can and just continue to put that out. And now that we've got the NBA Finals, I will be putting out some videos against for the Pacers and OKC. So be looking for that.
Very good. Of course, Al Ninos, you're always looking for those dogs.
Yeah, getting a little hooked on these RBI props. I do have a bit of an addictive personality, but mixing it up a bit. Today is all props. Go check it out. Yeah, I think we got some good ones. As Chris was saying, a ton of ways I could have gone there with some RBI props, but those are the 3 I ended up with. If you want to check them out.
Of course, Alessandro Newis, capper here at TonySfix.com. Soon we'll have a video series from you, but we got you on some of the live shows now to start it off.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Very good. Of course, Brian. Auditioning here for TonySfix.com. Very good work, Brian.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys having me on. Thanks for the opportunity, and hopefully I get to see you again soon.
Yep. Hopefully I'll be in touch with you a little later today. And of course, Solo got you here on the live shows. You pop in as well on some of the happy hours, and we'll see you on that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, definitely more morning guy. Try to pop in on the happy hour here and there, but and I'm we shooting 2-3 videos with the OGs, the Rifle Ramon Scott and OG Ron C. Try to get those out. I missed a video today, but I think WA is off tomorrow, so I'll try to get on that Tuesday video. So, like I say, don't parlay. Let's make some money.
That's right, guys. That's going to do it here for this edition of the Tony Six Morning Show. We're back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, so make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us, and give us that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate that. All right. Anybody have anything to say before we close it out?
Good luck, guys. Make it a winning day.
To the new guys.
That's right. Yeah. Great work, guys. Appreciate everyone's contribution.
Thank you, guys.
Very good work, guys. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning day. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six